Hey everybody, it's Chris and Jim from Midlife Travel Bug, and today we are so excited to be standing here in the Colosseum in Rome, Italy.
It's my first time in Rome. I've never seen it before. Chris has been here, so she's showing me some of the sights, but all I can say is, wow. As a first timer seeing this stuff, it's just incredible to see how
Very
large.
busy. We're here at the beginning of July in the summertime, so lots of crowds, but we're here fairly early in the morning and it seems a little bit more manageable from what we've seen on the cameras.
So we're here for the next 3 days. We're going to show you as much as we can in those 3 days.
And let us show you Rome. So tickets for the Colosseum here cost us 18 euros each, and that gives us a pass to the Colosseum. It also gives us a pass over to the Roman Forum across the street. But we did book online. We booked about 2 weeks ahead of time, and it still had sold out places. Now we're coming first thing in the morning because it's pretty hot here. It's about the beginning of July. So make sure you book in advance, and they have multiple different options from entrance to extra special parts of the tour as well. And they do it online, and the best place to go is actually the official site for the Colosseum. Come to Rome, make sure you definitely come visit the Colosseum. It is worth every moment of your time. But like I said earlier, come prepared. Book your tickets in advance. It makes it way faster.
We're going to go head off to the Forum, which is right next to the Colosseum. The Forum was one of the most important archaeological sites here in Rome.
And it's included in your entry ticket to the Colosseum as well.
So the Forum is the main area where everybody lived back in the day. It used to be a marshlands, and it was drained in the 7th century, and that was now where everyone lived. So fun fact.
Fun facts.
So the Roman Colosseum is one of the new 7 wonders of the world. We took about an hour and a half to walk around and walk through there. You could spend up to 2 hours, I would say, depending on, like I said, what time you're there in the day and how many people are there. Our ticket was for 9 o'clock, so it was probably less busy than normal. Right next to it here is the entrance to the Forum. So this is, you'll just walk on the same part of the grounds here and spend another couple hours in the Forum area. Hey everyone, just before we get into the rest of this video, I just want to talk about something that's very special to us, and that's mental health. And we're so proud to have BetterHelp as the sponsor of today's video. Now, BetterHelp is an online portal that allows us to get in touch with licensed therapists from around the world from the comfort of our own home via video chat, via phone, or messaging. As a 53-year-old man growing up in an era where you're not really supposed to talk about your feelings that much, tend to keep a lot of things bottled inside. And BetterHelp makes that a lot easier to be able to talk to somebody that's a neutral party that can help guide you through today's challenges. BetterHelp matches you with your own therapist, usually within 48 hours, that you can talk to wherever you are, anywhere in the world. So click on the link in our description below, betterhelp.com/midlifetravelbug, to start your online journey with a licensed therapist today. And let's clear any of those challenges that you might have. Now let's get back to the video and let's go see Rome. So we're just walking around the Forum right now, and there's just so much to see. You could spend easily a few hours just walking around here.
You could spend all day here, I think.
Yeah, there's definitely no shortage of sights to see, so make sure you're planning on spending some time here when you come and visit.
Refillable water spots as well, so bring your water bottle and just refill it. So that's really nice.
That way I don't get blamed for forgetting the water.
There's water everywhere in Rome.
Stayed here beside me. This isn't how it's supposed to be. Wish you'd stay.
So in total, we spent about 3 hours visiting the Colosseum and the Forum. You could definitely spend longer. We didn't have a guide, so that didn't slow us down really too much.
You could always Google the information that you needed. I know people also were listening to the Rick Steves guide, which is helpful, but a lot of plaques explain what you were looking at too. But what a great day. I mean, it's hot, it's 12:30 for us now, so it's getting pretty warm, but we're gonna go now and try and find a pizza?
Let's go find some food.
We're in Rome, we gotta have some Italian food.
You bet. This monument behind me was dedicated to Victor Emmanuel II in the 1800s, and it was the first king of a unified Italy. It's at the Panini restaurant, Pain and Salami, and it's supposed to be amazing. Has incredibly high reviews, so we're going to check that out. And we ordered white wine and
Italian beer, aperitivo.
So we just finished our panini meal. It was amazing. Highly recommend that place. We had a glass of wine, a beer, and a panini sandwich that we shared, which was big enough to share. Little side plate of olives. The total came to €21, and I recommend that you go there. If you sit down, they do charge a €1 per person sit down fee. You could also take out from that place as well.
So we're just at the Trevi Fountain. I think it's 2 in the afternoon and it's pretty busy, but we still managed to find a little spot to sit. Enjoy the fountain, a beautiful spot, such a beautiful day. So many people having fun throwing coins into the fountain, but definitely one of those places you still have to come see.
I believe that Trevi Fountain is the largest fountain in the world, if I'm not mistaken, and it is pretty awesome. It's pretty nice. I can see why people flock to here, but the area itself, there's just like thousands of people around, so expect to get some delays when you're walking around the area, but other than that, it's still pretty cool. We're going to try to see this at night too.
Yeah, we'll see it at night.
Yeah.
Another rainy afternoon, I don't know what I'm to do. I just miss you more than anything. It's way too quiet in the house. I'm just wasting.
So we're just at the top of the Spanish Steps. The Spanish Steps are named after the Spanish embassy that's close by. It was built in the 1700s, from 1723 to 1725. It's a very popular tourist spot with the locals and with the tourists as a meeting place, and it comprises of 135 steps, I believe.
I can't shake that feeling.
So it's 38 degrees here in Rome today. It's a little hot. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We have about 15,000 steps in so far today, and it's time to go find a aperitivo, a nice cold glass of wine, cold
You're
glass of
only
beer.
at 14,000 steps, that's all.
Well, I'm counting the extras. Street right next to the Spanish Steps, or down the Spanish Steps. It's probably the most expensive street to shop here in Rome. You got your Gucci, your Dior, your Pradas and everything. So this is the most expensive street when you're walking down to the Spanish Steps. There's so many outdoor cafes and restaurants that you could just sit down and have a glass of wine or two and then order your food. There's no shortage of restaurants in Rome. So we're in the Piazza del Popolo, and a fun fact about this place is this is where the public executions used to happen, and the last one happened back in the 1800s.
So we just stopped at a little cafe on the way back to our place and ordered an Aperol Spritz, the aperitivo, and then they give you all the little snacks that go with it. So these drinks were €8 each, so a little bit more spendy, but you get all the treats to go with it, which is just perfect time of day.
Morning everyone, we're in St. Peter's Square right now, and we're going to go try to get into St. Peter's Basilica. It's a Wednesday. We're told that it's closed on Wednesday, but we see a lot of people going in right now. So we're going to try to see if we can go see St. Peter's Basilica. Our goal today is to also go see the Pantheon and get inside the Pantheon. as well as see some local markets around the city and check those out as well. So everyone's just starting to line up here in the queue, and just people are all piling into the lineup, and looks like we got to go through security as well. So we're just walking into St. Peter's Cathedral. We got here right when the gates opened up, and looks pretty incredible from the outside. Wow, the scale of this building is just incredible. You just don't realize how big it is when you're looking from far away, but it is just massive. So we're just going to go up to the dome here in St. Peter's Basilica, and the cost is 10 euros per person to take the elevator all the way up, or it's 8 euros if you want to take the stairs. So we're going to opt for the elevator this morning.
But you still have 320 stairs even though you take the elevator.
Yeah, so there's still 320 stairs after the elevator, so we're paying the extra 2 euros per person. So when you first come in the entrance, you go through security, and then you're going to stand in another queue if you're going to go up to the top of the dome. So a couple different queues. The one that we started in was fairly quick with the security, but we got here right when it opened at 9 a.m.
After the elevator ride, we are now at the top as far as we can go with the elevator, and we have, I believe, another 320 steps to go. So wish us luck.
A couple fun facts about the dome here. It was designed by Michelangelo. It took 120 years to build. It is also the tallest dome in the world, as well as St. Peter's Basilica is the largest church in the world and the most important in the Catholic religion.
So when I was here before, down below looking up, it looked like they were painted on the ceilings and the walls, but now that we're up close and in this dome, it's actually, they're all mosaics. Pretty special.
So Michelangelo designed this after the Pantheon, so they're trying to emulate the Pantheon dome, and then obviously built it on a much bigger scale. You can see down below. This is a grind to get up at the dome, and when you get up here, everything is slanted, so it kind of gives you this weird feeling. Okay, not gonna lie, that was tough. And if you are not in shape like me, you're gonna struggle a little bit. Let me show you what you get to see when you get to the top of the dome here. Check this out. So just epic views of Rome all the way around, and you can see it is just insane.
It's probably the best view you're going to get in the entire city, as it is the tallest in the city, but it's definitely worth the hike and worth the visit. I'm sure glad that we came. It's just beautiful.
The stairs get narrow at the top. There's lots of spots you can take a break.
Yeah, there were lots of little rest stops, so I think that's kind of a nice thing, and there were some windows with some venting, so it wasn't so bad.
They do have like an entrance area and an exit, so you're not passing people on the way down, which is really nice.
That would be too tight, I think. Worth the 10 euro each to come.
If you feel energetic, make sure you come up here and check it out. There's St. Peter's Square where we started. Vatican even has its own post office. So you could go in and you can mail some postcards to anywhere in the world from the Vatican. They'll stamp it for you. So we're just walking into the market, Campo di Fiori, here in the center of Rome. Kind of flea market style where you got people selling local goods, some arts and crafts, lots of food options all around us. There's lots of drink options, freshly squeezed orange juice, and lots of produce and everything like that. So pretty much anything you want you could get here at the market. Let's go grab some food. Go figure, we're in the market. I lost Chris, can't find her. Nowhere to be seen. There she is.
Where'd you go? I lost you already. So when you come to the Pantheon, there's two lineups. There's one for cash only and credit card. The credit card line was actually shorter than the cash line, which is kind of fun. It's €5 per person to get in, and looks like an amazing stop.
So the Pantheon is 2,000 years old. So first impressions are like just this massive, massive building full of marble, and wow, just pretty incredible.
Good morning, fellow travel bugs. It's day 3 in Rome. And boy, we have to say we've had a fabulous time.
Rome is kicking our ass.
Rome is kicking our butts. It's making us get back into shape hopefully soon. You know, 20 kilometers a day doesn't seem to be that big a deal in Rome, but it sure feels like it.
After another long day yesterday of a lot of steps, we crashed pretty hard last night. We're just getting over some of the jet lag, but we feel energetic today, so we're heading over to the Trastevere neighborhood to go get some great pizza today. So that's our goal for this morning, is to head over there and get an early lunch.
Some street food.
Some street food for sure. So let's go check out some more neighborhoods here in Rome.
Beautiful day here too.
The area that we're staying in is close to the Vatican. So it's been so cool to walk by St. Peter's Square every single day that we head out. And we sure notice the difference in lineups. Today is Thursday, and it's right at 9 o'clock.
9 a.m. right when it opens.
And holy smokes, is that lineup huge.
It's longer than yesterday afternoon. We came back out of the St. Peter's Basilica. Well, yesterday we saw that it was quite a short line, and we decided just to take our chances, and boy, are we grateful we did.
Yeah, we wouldn't have had a good time standing in today's lineup, but in the heat as well. So get here early. Wednesday seemed to be a good day for us, but how awesome it is to walk by this every single day.
So one thing we've noticed is that when we stop at these little buildings in Rome that are green, in fact we noticed them in Sicily as well, they often have a more budget-friendly coffee and snacks. So we have 2 cafes and a huge treat, and it was under €5. So good little stop.
We're just walking to the Trastevere neighborhood, just along the Tiber River, and it's just a great walk. You don't feel like you're in a big city. Lots of traffic going by, but you don't see all the big buildings and everything. You just see the river lined with trees, and it's actually a quite pleasant walk and gets you out of the sun. Now apparently the Trastevere neighborhood is where a lot of the artists and the writers hang out, and it's a very popular neighborhood for there. Definitely notice a difference from the daytime versus the evening when it comes alive. It's pretty quiet here in the mornings. A lot of restaurants around, so that's probably why. I know when we walked through here the other day, there's lots of nightclubs and lots of bars happening at night. Pretty cool little area. There is some shopping that Chris will find. And yeah, just a beautiful day walking through the neighborhood. Lots of graffiti, not gonna lie. Lots of art, lots of graffiti on the walls. I don't think there's one piece of wall that's not graffitied. So the Basilica of Santa Maria was built in the 3rd century, and right in front of it is the fountain of Santa Maria. So we're just sitting at the Bar San Callisto here in Trastevere neighborhood, and it's just a local bar that opened in the 1960s. Just a cool place to sit and just watch people around us, but cheap drinks and cheap pastries and everything is very popular with the locals here. So we're at the Trapezzino La Veneria, and a trapezzini is like a pizza pocket filled with all the goodness.
There's quite a few different options. They have a feature one, but they're all about €5 each, and it's like the corner of a pizza dough cooked and then stuffed like a pita pocket, only all fresh. And then we're also going to have one of their classic, what's it called? It's called a soupli.
Soupli.
And those are €2 each. And of course, apparently this is also a company that has a vineyard. So we're going to sample a really nice white wine that they recommended. So we'll let you know how that is. Similar to an arancini that we had in Sicily, however, it is different. There's a number of things that are different. Number one, it's smaller. Number two, it is crispier and deep fried a little longer. The risotto that's inside this one has the tomato sauce mixed throughout the risotto, and then a cheesy center. Excellent, super crunchy, great snack, and again, fabulous.
One of my favorite things about Rome is that almost everywhere you turn, every street, there is this fresh water that's available to everybody. It's cold, it's fresh, it's really good water, and it's free. So we buy one bottle and we refill it the whole time we're here. I love this.
So a little off the beaten path here in Rome is the Testaccio food market. And this market closes at 2 p.m. It is a ways to get to, but it is full of like 100 food stalls, street food stalls.
We were getting a little worried because we walked, went the wrong way, came back, and then it was a ghost town. As soon as we turned the corner and came in the market, pretty busy, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, lots of food choices, lots of street food, lots of places to sit and relax, but it's probably more of a local style market here. So if you want some cheap eats, some good wines, and some delicious Roman food, check out the Testaccio market. So we just finished eating at the Tonerella restaurant here in Trastevere. The total price was €44. We had a pizza, we had a bottle of wine, and a caprese salad. Gave it a solid 4 out of 5. Highly recommend the pizza though, that was amazing. This whole area is full of beautiful restaurants, so definitely come check out the restaurants if you're a foodie. It's just a great evening out in this whole area, so definitely recommend. Okay, to get around the metro, there's 2 metro lines here in Rome, and you use these little cards, and you can reload these cards for €1.50 every time, and you just come to the machines inside the metro to reload the card. So we'll just show you how that works, and Chris will reload her card.
So you find one of these machines, this card, the initial charge is 50 cents euro to get it. So if you keep it, you don't have to keep paying the 50 cents every time. You want to reload the card, put it in here.
Fly back.
Like that. You want to use the card and tap to pay. Now we always get a receipt just in case.
The Termini train station is the main train station here in Rome, and that is where you can catch both the A line or the B line for the metro that takes you in the different directions throughout the city.
It's like the center of the hub where the train station is. It takes you all over the rest of Italy as well.
And you buy your tickets from these red machines right here. And that gets you pretty much anywhere you want to go in Rome. So if you're coming from the international airport, you're going to probably stop here in the Termini station before you transfer to a metro line. This building behind me is St. Mary Major Basilica, and it was built in the 5th century. Unfortunately, it's closed right now, but it's really famous for its mosaics and this amazing ceiling, and we're hoping to get to see it while we're near the Termini rail station area. Unfortunately for us today, we can't show it to you, but if you're in the Termini area, it's only a few blocks down, but this is just a massive, massive basilica that shouldn't be missed. So if you get a chance, come see this while you're in the Termini area. So the Opera House is also close to the Termini station. Unfortunately, we couldn't get in there. They do require a group of 5 to do a visitor's tour. It doesn't look like much from the outside, but it's supposed to be pretty interesting from the inside. That is the Basilica of St. Mary's of the Angels and Martyrs, and it is again close to the Opera House, the National Museum, the Termini station, and this incredible fountain here in this square. But just another place that if you're killing time, go check this out if you're in the Termini area. We're just walking by the National Museum. It's gated on the outside, but there's a lot of pillars and runes throughout the grounds that you can see as you're walking by. Again, not sure how much it costs to go in there. We don't have time today to do that, but really right across the street from the Termini station is where the National Museum is. So we stayed in the Ottaviano neighborhood when we were here in Rome for these last 3 days, and we stayed at the Ottaviano guest house, which was a really nice studio style apartment, I guess, kind of like a hotel room, but very small. We didn't get to film it. To be honest, we forgot to film it, but what did you like about the neighborhood?
I actually really liked the neighborhood. I was quite surprised. I wasn't sure what to expect, but the neighborhood was calm, reasonably, seemed like a lot more locals, lots of trees and cafes and some shopping, and I found it actually really nice compared to the central part of Rome where it's quite touristy and busy. There were still lots of tourists. It just felt a little calmer.
Yeah, there's lots of nice restaurants. It was a very quiet neighborhood, and the good thing about it is that we were only 2 blocks away from Vatican City and St. Peter's Basilica, St. Peter's Square. It was really cool to walk by that every single day and just see that amazing building and going inside of it. Wow, that was
really cool. The other thing that was really nice is that we were like a block and a half from the actual metro line, so that was convenient as well. However, we really didn't use the metro as much as we thought we would.
Kind of the first impressions for me of Rome is that, number one, the massive, massive buildings and how the artifacts and all the main center of the city is that you get these enormous ancient ruins that are still intact. Like the Colosseum was incredible. The Trevi Fountain was cool to see. St. Peter's Basilica, highlights on my list. The Pantheon, it was really incredible. And those are the things you come to Rome to see for the first time, is you want to hit all those major attractions. It's a city that right now for me is a check. I saw the main points. I'm sure there's a lot of other things that we missed.
It felt like we had really good value and a lot of things. We had 3.5 full days.
Thanks for watching this video, guys. We really appreciate all of you. Cheers from Rome, Italy.
Salute.
Salute.